Welcome to your doom. Shut it and get over here. Massive uppercut!
Hello and welcome to another edition of the JabJab Show. And today I'm sat over here. Yes, here I am, sat in here. I would have liked to have shot this in the new games room, but the fact is, there's lots of stormy weather outside, making my son's room very cold. So he's now in my room, in our room, should I say, me and partner. And you know, the room is right next to the games room, and I don't want to be waking up like talking to the camera and stuff. So here I am down here, relatively quieter in theory. So here I am. Today I'm talking about the mini Commodore 64, or the C64 Mini that's coming out some point next year, I believe. So this is like a device, plug and play device, much like the NES Mini and the Super Nintendo Mini, where you know, a bunch of games on, you can play it and all the rest it connects to your TV. Now this is going to be, I've read, half the size of what the Commodore 64 was. I mean this here, it's like a bit like Blue Peter, but this is one I prepared earlier or something. Not really. This is actually VC20. This is the Commodore 64 predecessor. But the original Commodore 64 model was very much like this. You got this whole very attractive beige and brown combination with the kind of F buttons on the right here and so forth. The first Commodore 64 I did have was like this, the original, but the newer model is the one I've got at the moment. It looks more like a Amiga 500 keyboard, a bit wider, a bit more kind of just bigger, basically, more kind of not as rounded and brown and stuff. But that's what it kind of looks like. This Commodore 64 Mini. It's got you get a joystick with it. And there's two HDMI ports there's one HDMI port, so I'm mixed up here. Two USB connections in here. One for the plug, the joystick, and the other one for the keyboard. And this is pretty cool because I'm guessing the keyboard on the actual I think it's an NES Mini, the Commodore 64 Mini, I guess they don't have any functions. Maybe you can press them, but they don't do anything. But apparently you can plug in a keyboard, say, for your PC or whatever, and it can actually program like in BASIC and stuff, which sounds pretty cool. I'm not a coder myself, but it's cool that they have that kind of thing in there. And I would imagine it has the same kind of technology, as the Commodore 64 had back in the day, using the same architecture and so forth to some degree, which is pretty cool. It also has, appropriately enough, 64 games it involves. I will put somewhere on the screen, I don't know where, what these games are and stuff, because 64 is going to take me ages to tell them. So just have them running somewhere or other. I don't know how I'm going to do it. We'll find out in editing. But the price point of this is £70 or $69.99. It's been mooted as that much, whenever it comes out. I don't know if it's going to be, without being a coder myself, I don't know if it'll be worth it, kind of thing. I don't know how strong this and robust this system is, because you read about NES Mini and the Super Nintendo Mini being hacked. So you get like 300 games, or hundreds of games, however many that it's also put them onto those devices. And obviously, the Commodore 64 and all these computers from back in the day, they had more than the 64 games. They had hundreds of games of all of it. So it would be pretty cool if I think for 70 quid. I'm not sure if it's really worth it. But the thing is, to my knowledge, I don't think the Commodore 64 has been made like this before. Obviously you got emulators and ROMs and so forth, and maybe Raspberry Pis and things. Maybe you'll be able to put stuff on there. But in terms of getting an actual computer, much like they did with this NES and the Super Nintendo, having an official kind of thing. I know it's not made by Commodore. Commodore as a company has ceased to be. Kind of like it's not here anymore. But it's good that they kind of doing this kind of thing. I think whether or not it's going to sell much and whether or not there'll be enough in stock, because I'm going to talk a little bit about it. The Super Nintendo Mini has also been I think slightly better than how the NES Mini was received in terms of like supply and demand. There's been more than one shipment of it or something, as far as I can tell anyway. But I did see one of Super Nintendo Mini in CEX, which is a shop that trade you trade stuff in, more like games and DVDs and stuff, much like GameStop in America, from what I can gather. And they had a Super Nintendo Mini in there for about 140 quid. It's just one of them things. You go on eBay and stuff, and it's going to be the same thing, more or less, kind of thing, because that's at the moment sort of the going rate, I guess. But whether or not the Commodore 64 will have that same kind of thing, because it came out, well, certainly earlier than the Super Nintendo, over here in England, but there's a massive following for Commodore 64. I mean, I missed out a little bit about it. I mean, I love the sound it makes. The SID chip is awesome. There's some great music on there. Anyone who knows more about the Commodore 64 than I do will attest to this. I'll say I've got one and stuff. Played a few. I've got a few videos on my channel about it. So I'm intrigued with it. I'm not sure the £70 price tag. I don't know if that's too much or not. But we'll see. Well, if it's all kind of there's plentiful in supply, because they'll be mad not to do it, because there's a huge fan base, a huge community, certainly in the UK. I know that much. So. Yeah, there should be enough. They should make more, because the license a bit money. I don't see why Nintendo don't do the same thing with their stuff, but that's maybe for another video. I don't know. So, have you heard about this Commodore 64 Mini? Are you going to get one? Let's say I've probably put the games list on now. Is there any games that you that aren't on the list that you would like on there? And maybe in the future someone will hack the machine, like they have done with the other plug and play, Nintendo plug and play ones. So you can get hundreds on there. Would would that be a deal breaker for you? Would you wait until there's a way? I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying everyone should do all this. I'm just saying these things happen, and is it one of them that kind of deal breaker for you? Are you gonna get one? How excited are you for this? There's a massive fan base of it in the UK. I mean, maybe abroad, because in America, because I remember one of the I can't remember which one of the Police Academy films, I'm sure they had a Commodore 64 in there, but not playing as a Commodore 64. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. There's a couple of films. There's one of the Police Academy sequels, and there's another film I can't remember at the top of my head, which there's probably more than two, but the ones I know, the Commodore 64 was in America, I think. Someone in America, let me know how big is the Commodore 64. Over there and stuff. So let me know down below in the comment section. Are you gonna buy one? Is there any games that you've seen on the list you saying, hang on, I want that game instead? If licensing issues weren't a problem, which ones would you like to see on there? All the rest of it, I've got the like, subscribe, the kind of modern things people do, Twitter, Facebook, and just let me know all down below, and I'll be getting some more gameplay footage on my channel soon, because as you may know, I've got a game zoom set up with like consoles and stuff. That setup, it makes it easier, quicker and stuff for me to kind of set these things up. So I do have ideas, a lot of things that I want to have done for a little while now. So we'll be getting onto them, gameplay videos. So stop panicking about all that. And just tell me what you reckon and everything. And so like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends and everything. And in the words of the new Cyrus, send the word.